DJ Ty from agiprodj.com, and today, thanks to Silvio at DENON DJ, we are bringing you our overview video on the brand new, beautiful DN-X1600 Mixer. Pretty gorgeous, huh? So, 12-inch form factor, 4 channels, effects, MIDI, built-in sound card, balanced outs, balanced booth, 2 mic ins. You just go up a channel strip here. It's got a nice feel up to the up faders. It's got the flex fader built into it with tension adjustments as well. This is a very nice quality crossfader, built in, factory direct. You've got the ability to assign any of the 4 channels to the A or B side of the crossfader, or if you set it to through, it just completely disables. You can cue every single one of your channels, as well as the effects. You can send all 4 channels through the effects processor at once. You're not restricted to just sending one. You can actually send all 4. Very cool. Low, mid, and high EQs with crystal, infinite cuts, gone. Infinite kills, nothing. There's also a gain control for each channel fader as well. And then you have the ability up here, it's got Denon's classic matrix inputs. So any of the inputs that come into this mixer, be it line 1, 2, 3, or 4, any of the combinations, whether it's a CD or a phono, and they actually give you 3 phono preamps on this mixer, or any of the USB audio channels. This mixer has a USB sound card built into it as well. So if I had this mixer connected to my computer, I have the ability to route any of the multi channels of audio back through these channel faders as well. Very cool. Up the side here, headphone output, level control for your queuing, split queue. Lots of people like split queue. Denon listen, Denon delivered. So you can actually pan between the queue and the master. Contour controls for your up fader and your crossfader. So you can set that crossfader control really steep, if I had it assigned. Or you can make it nice and smooth. Very cool. Fader start built in as well, either for the channel fader or the crossfader. Mic controls right here. You can actually put effects on your mic channel as well. Low and high EQ for mic 1. It's got the same advanced ducking that the X1700 has as well. This is pretty phenomenal, guys. What the ducking does is it actually pulls the part of the music out that your voice is going over the top of, so your audience has that same perception that the audio hasn't changed, but your voice pops out of the mix. And then trim controls, gain controls for mic 1 and mic 2, and then it's got an on and an off. Back over onto this side of the mixer, the X1600 has a single effects processor in it with a multitude of effects, and I'm not even going to name them all, but there's the standard echo, reverb, flanger. It does have the beat breaker in there that I like so much that the X1700 had. And then you can also tap out your BPMs. It's got adjustments, so any of the BPM controlled effects, you can tap out the BPM if it doesn't, for some reason, automatically detect the BPM correctly. It's got a parameter control for the effect, and then if you enable this part here, it becomes a frequency filter as well. Wet dry mix for your effects, and then engage and disengage. Nice VFD display here, not quite like the digital display that's on the X1700, but there's plenty of data here, and it definitely gives you all the information that you need to make sure that you've got good control of your effects. You can actually go into utility mode from this button here. You can choose between US A and B as well. And you'll notice this button says VLink on it. When this is enabled and I have my mixer connected via MIDI to a Roland mixer, be it a V4 or a V8, I can control the crossfade with my mixer crossfader. Will go and control the crossfade on my Roland VLink enabled video switcher. So that's a very cool feature. Separate booth outs, separate master outs as well, and you also have the ability to insert the effects on the master channel. Left and right balance control, nice VU meters, and then this strip here, kind of the beauty of the mixer, is the MIDI strip. 4 infinite rotaries with push down, 4 function buttons, and then you'll see here page 1, 2, 3, and 4, I can page between these, which gives me 16 rotaries, 16 pushdowns, 16 functions, tons of MIDI control on this mixer. And then to top it all off, I can enable MIDI on any of the 4 channel faders and still pass audio through it. It's in MIDI mode right now. So I can pass audio, set my levels where I want them. I can turn that on to MIDI, and I can go and make changes as well. You're probably wondering why it goes back to the audio and what happens if I move the knobs and the fader around and I don't put them back where they belong. Well, the audio stays the same when you put it back into audio mode, and this light's flashing. And you're going to have to watch another video because we're going to cover this feature in a lot of depth because it does need some explaining, but it's very, very, very cool how they do it. Way to go, Denon, because you guys killed it on that one. So this is the X1600, folks. I'm going to spin it around to the back real quick. Balanced main outs. It's got a couple sets of RCA outs. Balanced booth outs. It does have effects send and return that's balanced as well. You've got an XLR mic on 1, a balanced 1/4-inch TRS on 2, and then the whole slew of RCA inputs as well, and then a grounding post in case you're a turntable DJ. It does have split-up digital out, the 4 fader starts. It does have 5-pin MIDI out as well in case you have a musical instrument interface already, or you can use USB over MIDI. They supplied that, so that saves you a $60 a piece of hardware as well. So that's it, guys. The X1600 from Denon. Very cool. I'm DJ Ty from agiprodj.com. Thanks for checking us out.